Welcome, folks. We're live again. It's Wednesday. How was everybody's full moon? I hope you manifested. I hope you put your crystals out. I hope you got outside because the stars were out and it wasn't that bad of a weekend. But hello, Laura. Thanks for watching. We have lots to talk about tonight and lots to discuss. And I'm going to do an extra card tonight. Hello, Tim. So I'll go over the current events and wait for our other viewers to come on. So I am going to be at the Crush Nutrition in Bloomer, Wisconsin. It's Herbalife Shake Shop. And I am going to be there doing, hello, Kayla. I'm going to be there doing teaser readings, and I'm calling it Intuitive Love Stories. So I'm going to take out, hello, Chelsea. I'm going to take out all the love theme cards from my Oracle deck and just mash them together. And if you come in and you would like a little teaser reading, hello, Nick. Gosh, so many viewers. I love it. I love it. If you would like a little teaser reading, we can do that. I'm also going to be selling some stuff because I've been so creative over the holidays. So if you know me and you've been following, you know that I am really, really passionate about journaling. I will probably do a workshop again this year. It was a really good one last year and people really enjoyed it. So I'm really passionate about journaling. It's therapy for me. It's a release for me. And it can be many, many, many more things for you. Hello, Sarah. So I made journals, you guys. I got these off of Amazon, just the blank. And then I put my own little spin on it. I'm sorry, everything's backwards. I'm sorry. But this one says wild and free. It's got some charms. Every notebook that is decorated, hand decorated by moi, has a charm with it. You can see the charm. In the inside, it has a pocket that I put in there. In the pocket, it has a bookmark, and it has a oracle card that was picked for the theme of the journal. So it's got its own little yin and yang spin. And it's blessed by yours truly. And I'm going to be selling those. So if you come in and you get a shake or a tea, I'm going to be selling those for $12. I'm also going to be selling these awesome, take a look, folks. These I'm calling Spirit's Wish Jars. So a Spirit's Wish Jar is Spirit's blessing for you, so to speak. So I'm so super proud of these. So I'm going to take a little time here to say what's in it and why and what it's meaning. So at the bottom, there is sea salt, which represents purity. The rice, there's rice in here. Jasmine rice represents abundance. There's a match in here. Represents your eternal inner flame. There's amethyst bead, which is the universal healing stone or crystal. There's some rose quartz in there. Trust me, they're in there. That is the universal crystal or stone of love for yourself and others. There's some dried tobacco in here because when we burn tobacco, it helps communicate with the divine. Our thoughts and our prayers travel on the smoke to the divine. I bet you didn't know that. There's also spruce in here, some dried spruce. That's for grounding. There's a bell in here, which represents freedom, and we need to free ourselves from our burdens. And what else is in here? Oh, there's a cocoa chip. Because the cocoa chip, what's the cocoa chip? Cocoa chip. Oh, cocoa chip or cacao opens up the heart chakra. I think I got everything. Oh, and the leather, this is leather. That is how we are tethered or connected to our ancestors. And this little anchor here on the front represents that when our ship gets rocky, all we have to do is ask God or Gaia or whoever your higher source is, and he will bring us to land. He will keep us safe. Aren't those cool? These are $5. And I don't believe I can ship them, because if everything kind of gets, I don't know, I guess I could, but who knows. But I will be at Crush selling those. I'm so excited to do another teaser reading. I think it was last April when we did that. Hello, John. All right, so the bonus card for tonight is from my Moonology. After I get that, we're going to talk about, so I don't lose anybody here, we're going to do reflection of 2022 for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So if you were born between the days of October 23rd and November 21st, you are a Scorpio. So we'll pick 2 cards. One from this deck is going to be reflecting on 2022, what we learned, what we didn't do, what we did do, what we're going to carry forward, maybe. And then, oh, that's this card. That's this deck. And then we are going to do a little prediction out of this deck for 2023. So for the other Sagittarius. So if you are born between the dates of November 22nd and December 21st, you are a Sagittarius. So and that will be the end of that series. Not quite sure what I'm going to do next week, but maybe it'll be a surprise. But the surprise tonight is this extra bonus card that I have picked. So tonight's moon, I think you can see it. I'm not sure. The stars were really gorgeous last night. So tonight is a waning gibbous. I think I'm pronouncing that. And it's the time between the full moon and the half moon. And waning stands for the getting smaller and the less visible the moon is. The gibbous is the actual shape of the moon that it takes, oval or semicircle. And the waning gibbous signifies gratitude. So I'm going to read from this book, and then we'll pull the cards for the zodiac. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. Attune to the moon. It's safe to let go and move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended at this time. Saying sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga, and soon you will see what lies ahead. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up at the skies every night. So for the next 3 nights, folks, we are going to be in the waning cycle. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as it moves from full to new. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process. I like that. That's going to set our cards. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to do this? I'm going to take a sip of my decaf coffee here. All right. Who are my Scorpios? Who are my Scorpios? We're going to pull some cards. I'm going to shuffle just one more time because I like to shuffle. Hello, Renee. Hello. Lots of new viewers. I wish it would say who's actually watching at this very moment, because I have 2 eyes, but there's... Unless everybody's just scrolling on their phones. Oh, if you're not able to come to Crush this Saturday, or you don't live here locally, reach out to me and we can come up with a price for the notebooks if you want them shipped to you. They don't weigh that much, so I wouldn't think that shipping would be all that much. All right. So I'm going to pick a card. And this is for reflection for our Scorpios for 2022. Top card. Ooh, play. I will be taking pictures after this live and posting them. And if you watched last week, I forgot about it until before this last live. So those 4 images of the 4 cards that I pulled last week are on the video comments last week. So the card says, invite the feeling of playfulness into every task you do. When you're cleaning or working, turn on your favorite song and move your body. This allows you to feel and be present in your body. So that is the reflection card for our Scorpios for 2022. Is this what you guys did? Is this what you guys did? Were you a little more playful last year? I think we were all so cooped up, you know, that it really allowed us to kind of get out of that mundane zone that we were, you know, that's so easy to get in. And because there was so many situations that were very, very different in the last couple of years. And then last year we didn't have to wear our masks anymore, and people were being allowed to go back to work, and, you know, and people weren't as sick, and so on and so forth. So I think, and just the whole circumstance, the whole situation, we really did things that either we had not done in a very long time. I know there was a lot of people that were going camping more, and you know, with tents, and in starting out roughing it. And people were staying home, so they were, you know, doing more activities with their kids. There was more bikes being bought, and I know there was a kayak shortage because you couldn't go anywhere, but you could be outside. So there was a lot of things that were done outside. So I think this play card definitely says that a reflection was really on, hey, let's get outside more. Let's do things more that we haven't done in a while, because we really can't go anywhere because of the COVID. And it's not just because of the COVID, but, you know, we still are feeling the effects of it. So I'm also seeing you know, she's this gal here. She looks feminine energy to me. You know, she's stretching, coming out of a, you know, when we sit too long, we get stiff. And so we've been kind of mundane for too long. She's stretching and just really feeling the heat from that sun warming her body. And it looks like her skirt is kind of flowing from the wind from the ocean. And this huge thing here, it's not your traditional sandcastle, you know. Last year, the years, you know, a couple years back, the last 2 years have not been your traditional years. And so maybe you were, you know, thinking really outside the box and trying to really find yourself and trying to find your role in this new world that we're in, and just trying to stay afloat. Does that make sense to all my Scorpios? Because that's my prediction. I am open. You guys respond too. All right. So that's 2022 prediction for our Scorpios. Now I'm going to shuffle this one more time, and we're going to do prediction for 2023 for our Scorpios. And I've used the same deck for at least the reflection and prediction. And that is this Messenger. I just love this book. It's so simple. It's small. I mean, the messages are short and sweet. So, okay, knock 3 times. Pull the first card. See the truth. See the truth. With the little owl. Did we get this one already? I think we have. So it's 3, 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. And 3 is a very, like, sacred number. Because if you think about it, a lot of things come in threes. So this owl, and I think it's coming back to me what I predicted before, or yes, predicted. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that this represented like a yo-yo, and it's coming forward again. And you know, a yo-yo, if you get good at it, you can really keep that pendulum momentum going. So maybe that's what is needed this next year, is just, you know, it's our inner power to pull that string up and down, to do the momentum. And what happens when you don't have the momentum? What happens when you just let go to your yo-yo? You maybe will get a little bit up, but not very much, and then it'll just, so you have to do the work. The momentum will be there. You have to do the work. And take advice from people that have been there. Take advice from your elders. You know, even though elders maybe not have gone through it, because, you know, we think of elders as, well, there's, you know, the technology is changing and the times are just different. How could they give us advice? Well, when you break it down, there's messages and there's advice that they've done for many different situations. So it's not really the situation, but it's the foundation of getting through that situation, that how they can provide us good advice, our elders. Does that make sense? See the truth. Ask yourself, you know, how can I keep this momentum going? Ask yourself those hard questions. All right, let's read from the book. I really like that. There was a little bit from last time that I remembered that came forward, and then there was new stuff. See the truth. Do not be deceived. Be watchful and mindful as the illusions others weave around themselves, and that you weave around yourself. Know the night. Understand the shadows. See through the darkness to the light of the truth. Pay attention to contradictions. Notice when actions and words are not in harmony. Hone your intuition and insight so that you may know the minds and hearts of those around you and yourself, and trust in the wisdom born of that awareness. Yes. Use the momentum. I like that. And I like the message from the book as well. I like both. Oh, very, very good, folks. Okay. Any comments or questions? Because I'm going to put the card back. I'm going to pull reflection for our Sagittarius, which is, oh, baby, come on in. I can hear her. Are you in here? Come on, Sunday. Oh, can you hear her? She's so beautiful. I don't have the TV on, so she's probably sad. If the TV is on and Travis is sitting out there and he's not home tonight, so she'll usually come in and hop on my chair if I'm not sitting there, and then she'll watch. She'll watch TV. She's a watcher. She likes to watch TV. Okay, I shuffled them. I knocked 3 times. This is reflection for 2022 for our Sagittarius. A soul yes. Only say yes when it feels like a soul yes. Hello, Dennis. Trust that your body will guide you in making decisions. Your body will feel expansive, light, and relieved. Trust in yourself. I like that. Here, I'll show you guys. I'm sorry that it's backwards, but it says soul yes. I'll take pictures so that you guys can read them. So it's interesting because that last card, the last card had 3s on it, and now we have like 3 pyramids. And then we have the full moon that was just, when was that? That was last, what was that last? What was it? It was like Friday, Saturday? I think it was Friday. So trust that your body will guide you in making decisions. I was just thinking about this today. And when we have anxiety, and I will talk, I'm probably a broken record, but it's something that that is new to me this year. And it's something that I've never had to take medication for. So I apologize if I keep reverting to anxiety, but it's out there. I'm dealing with it. And so a lot of things that I deal with are fresh in my mind regarding anxiety. So what came forward today regarding anxiety is sometimes when we have, racing thoughts, and we don't exactly know like where they're coming from or why we're experiencing them. But if you can take a moment and just focus on how your body feels in that moment. Your body is a great communicator. It has tons of messages and signs and warning signs and red flags, and that's why the pun is listen to your gut. For me, that is a huge trigger response. And it just starts collecting and it feels like butterflies. And then if I don't listen, and I get in my Hollywood hat or my monkey brain, and I don't try to shift those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, then it will fester into nausea, and I will feel like I'm going to throw up. So really listen to your body and pay attention to when you have a thought, when you're thinking about something, wherever it is, think about, okay, where is this sitting in my body? Really pay attention. Do you have a headache? Do you have aches and pains? Where in your body around your chakras does it hurt? Because each pain that we have in our body could be affiliated or connected to that chakra. So, if you're having heartburn, where is that? That's usually right here. What's going on with your heart chakra? Are you not loving yourself? Are you not loving others? Are you not letting someone love you? Are you not letting yourself love yourself? We could go on with the ailments connected to your chakras, your energy inside you. Listen to your body. So did we start listening to our body, and did we start saying a soul yes to things? Now that makes a lot of sense, because that last card was where she was, stretching. She was looking into the sun. So as reflecting, did we say yes or did we say no? Did we ask ourselves those hard questions? Did we listen to our bodies in 2022? And if you did, you started recognizing how your emotions feel physically in your body. I mean, we all can say, yeah, I'm sad. But how does sadness make your body feel? So were you able to recognize some of those physical emotions? And what did you do about them? Did you deal with them? Did you bury them? Put them away? Because they're just going to come back out this year if you don't deal with them. There was something that I hadn't dealt with for 20 years, and it showed up this year. Yes, it did. I wasn't too thrilled to have that come up, but it did. And there was a reason why it was buried for 20 years, but it's not buried anymore. And I feel very free from that burden, from that secret. And I'm still here. So if I can do it, you can do it. All right. That was the card. That was the reflection card for for 2022 for our Sagittarius. Now I'm going to pull from this deck. So I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. Who are our... You guys can comment. I mean, I know I'm talking to my camera, but it would be nice if somebody would comment. Just tell me a joke or something. Tell me how your day went. And that's all it is. Day by day, folks. All right. First card. Observe in silence. We got the 3 and the 1, 31 and 4. Observe in silence. So this is prediction. This is prediction. I love this card. What does the fox say? Remember that song? Observe in silence. So right away, I'm drawn to a couple things on this card. I am drawn to the third eye. This is where our third eye is for our chakras. Third eye, crown, throat chakra. And I'm also drawn to like the hairs inside his ears. So when we are using our third eye, we are looking. And when we're tuning in, we're also listening. So we're not doing a lot of talking, and there's not a lot of action. We're just observing. So for our Sagittarius, the prediction is to observe more. And maybe, not react as much. Maybe you've done so much last year that now this is your year to just kind of sit back and just observe what's going on around you. Because maybe you were just so busy and so self-distracted and self-sabotaged last year that you didn't get time to really observe. And by observing in silence, we can really see and hear and feel what's going on. Not only just around us, but inside ourselves. And do you know, like I say that, but a lot of people do not know how to allow themselves to feel. Like they have to actually I mean, it's bananas because I've had to I've met with people and it's like, okay, sit. How are you feeling? And they really have to struggle to either just recognize, okay, how do I feel? Hello, Betsy. And how am I going to express how I feel? All right. I'm going to read from the book. And then we'll pull a card for the collective. So I want to try to keep this under 45 minutes. Now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of leader or teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others at this time. Instead, be silent, step back, be still. Watch those around you and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your steps. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, folks. That takes care of the Zodiac signs, reflection and prediction. I hope it resonated a little bit. Travis and I are promoting our business now. We will have a separate Facebook page, and I might be changing the name of this one. I'm not quite sure yet. I have to get with Travis to find out. But our business is now called Third Crow Energies. So Travis is going to be using his shamanism into his Reiki sessions, and I will be using my communication with spirit to do oracle card readings and so much more. I want to help people get in touch with their emotions, get in touch with their bodies, and release, stagnant energy. And I can help recognize what's going on through the cards, and Travis can actually help with the physical part. So we actually did a really cool session between the both of us. We actually did a Reiki session. I was assisting Travis there, so it was great. It was really what our passion is. I do oracle card readings for $30, and I believe Travis is charging $40 for an hour, or 45 minutes for a Reiki. So reach out. You can reach out to both or one of us if that's what you're looking for, is just the oracle card, or if you need some energy clearing from your physical body, that would be the Reiki. And if you want a little bit of both, we can set up a package price for that. So so be on the lookout for more things that I will be saying with the name of our branded business. That's what we're calling our business, our side hustle, is Third Crow Energies. All right, so I'm going to pull one more card for the collective. For the collective. And don't forget, if you want a little intuitive love story for Valentine's Day, come down to Crush Nutrition on Saturday, because I will be there with my cards. I hear you, kitty. You're going to have to wait. I'm almost done. I know. All right. This is for the collective, folks. I know. Ooh. This is not your practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? Look at that. It's like a reflection. And the number is 22. Or 2 plus 2 is 4. I love this deck. I got 2 decks recently, but I'm really drawn to, I think it's because there's a lot of pink in it. All right. This is not your practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? All right, this is an assignment. So get out your pen and paper, because I'm going to preach to you about journaling. I want you guys to answer this question. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? Take a good look inside, folks, and ask yourself, what is it that I really want to be doing? And then ask yourself what it takes to actually have that dream come true. Do you need more schooling? Do you need more money? Chances are you already have the money. You just need to buckle down on your spending. Is it location? Do you need to move to have this dream come true? Start answering those questions. Life's too short, folks. Life is too short. I really, I can say I wish I would have found this lifestyle sooner, but honestly, I know that I wasn't ready until just a couple years ago. I like that. Ask yourself those hard questions. Look inside. Let's read from the book. You've drawn this card because you're at a crossroads and it's time to decide. No one knows you better than your true self, and it's time to trust your intuition. That word was said, I swear, maybe 4 times already. Trust, trust, trust. We're all intuitive. You hear me say that over and over. We just haven't been taught how to use this part of us. Give yourself permission to connect on a deeper level with your soul's unique language. You can do this by following your heart and stepping into your purpose. You are being called to evolve your intuition and trust yourself more deeply. Listen to this inner nudge and honor the direction it is leading you. You have your own path that looks nothing like anyone else's, and it is your destiny to be who you came here to be. It's time to shine your most magnificent expression of your authentic self. This means trusting yourself, listening to your intuition, following your soul's guidance. Remember we had the soul yes card? As you do this, you live your life with integrity and truth, and things become more peaceful. You know in your heart of hearts what you really want. This is not your practice life, so don't waste it doing what you don't want to do. Your calling is calling to you, and this is the sign. Trust this voice within. You are ready to be who you are destined to be. I like that. Don't waste it doing what you don't want to do. I am told to underline that. Your calling is calling to you, folks. All right. Well, that wraps it up. Whoa, I got it all. I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about under 45 minutes. I hear you, kitty. So I must wrap this up because my baby needs me. So that wraps it up for the reflection and prediction for the zodiac signs. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to suggestions about, what you guys want. If you want me to do like a series of something, if, we could talk about the ailments of each chakra. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. There's a lot, there's a lot that I could research, and there's a lot that I, could tell you and to research and to share. So comment on some topics. Otherwise, I'll probably just shoot from the hip and we'll pull some cards, and that will be. So who knows? Who knows what will happen on Wednesday nights? But I'm open to suggestions. So be safe, everybody. I love you. Thanks for watching. See you next Wednesday.